So, yeah, I'm here sitting in my car. A friend of mine is actually at the emergency room. Nothing massive, nothing major, just he had to have his eye checked out. He had something on it. He has like a bump above his eye that's bothering him. Either way, I'm going to leave this at where it should be. One of the things that I've been hearing, one of the major signs, and I don't want to say it's just because it's my own sign, one of the major signs that is going through a massive shift is Aries. And I don't want to continue with this. However, I think as the collective, for the rest of the zodiac, you guys need to know this. If Aries falls, humanity will fall. And it's just something that I've been hearing within myself. That the rest of the zodiac, y'all need to be cheering for Aries right now. Because it's going to be like a domino effect. Aries is considered the tip of the spear. We are usually the forefront runners to go head first, a lot of times without thinking, into battle and into war. And, you know, we have everybody else to back us up. Aries is ruled by the head, the self, the central ego. It's ruled by the head. Where things start to get a little complex is Cancer. The second in the zodiac, that's the cardinal sign. And my south node. So I understand these emotions. And I find it really ironic for myself that right before this blood moon and right before this eclipse, that all around me there is massive flooding. It's like a cleansing or a clearing out of emotions. You're the first water sign, Cancer. The first water sign in the chart. You're my fourth house. My south node. My past life and or I have a lot of people. My sister's a Cancer. So I get, like, Cancers are so emotional, but they're a cardinal sign. Like Aries. They're the second cardinal sign, but they're the first water sign. So, I find it very interesting that right now here in Pennsylvania, a friend of mine had asked me to come and visit, so I did. And I actually kind of evacuated for a day or two because I don't know what's going to happen. There's flooding all around my town. The whole way around my town. All of central Pennsylvania is basically almost underwater. And it's like, for me, I'm trying to look at things from a really positive spiritual aspect. of this clearing out and of toxicity and toxic people and toxic emotions. That's what Cancer does. That's what Cancer does. You know, I really admire anybody who can stand up for what they believe, stand in their truth, and not back down. Never back down. And that's the gist of fire signs. Just in general, that's what fire signs, we don't back down from a challenge ever. We may retreat for a little while, but you best bet we will be back. However, if Aries falls, it's going to be bad. Because we are the tip of the spear. We are the head. Without the head, the body's useless. Without the head, everything else is useless. All your senses come from your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your hearing, your brain. I'm telling you, every zodiac sign needs to be cheering Aries on right now to transform and to get their shit together. It's extremely important that you be sending. I know some Aries are freaking idiots. I'm not gonna. Heck, there's even Aries who will fight with Aries in the my Aries page, just to be a jerk. You know, for no reason, they'll just start bitching and bullshit and dumb stuff. And it's like, come on, we're more intelligent than this. They just go full force. Fish tard. But it's not spiritual. It's all cardinal. They don't know what they're talking about. They just think, oh, I'm an Aries, I'm the best. No. You want to know what the best is? When you're ruled with your heart and emotions through Cancer, and it transforms this. That's when Aries becomes powerful. And the rest of the zodiac will be held up by Aries. Because if Aries falls, it's going to be like a domino. The rest of you are screwed. Because without the head, the alpha and the omega of the zodiac sign, Aries and Pisces, the beginning and the end. My granddaddy was a Pisces. My granddaddy comes and talks to me a lot. I never met my grandfather, but he has shared. Oh, I wish I could tell you all the things that I know, but you all would think I'm freaking crazy. However, my granddaddy was a Pisces, extremely spiritual. However, my granddaddy was also an alcoholic. So, it runs in my family, alcoholism. That's why I'm really, really careful when it comes to alcohol. I will drink sometimes, but for some reason, there's like been a block when it comes to substance abuse for me. It doesn't mean anything to me. Some people need to be drunk or an altered state of mind. I don't want that. So, I honestly believe I don't know, it's your shadow side that's going to be eclipsed out here. So I don't know what channeled message this or who this is for. But honestly, if you lay that on the table and say, I want to get clear and clean of this toxicity, because it's toxic. You're putting a poison in your body for an altered state of mind, because people can't deal with their emotions. That's what cancer's for. To wash all that away. And like I said, Cancer is the first water sign in the zodiac. They're extremely powerful, intuitive, smart, extremely intellectual. But they're usually ruled by their heart first and foremost. They're not ruled by the head. They're ruled by the heart. So if a Cancer gets hurt, a Cancer can so easily shut down and head straight into alcoholism and or drug use. Any sign can. But it's in my south node. My granddaddy was an alcoholic. It's how he died. He was drunk. And I honestly think that he's been watching out for me and put that block there. It's like some people have to go in and get that like narcotic block, or that it actually works for narcotics and it works for alcohol. That you can no longer get the effects of it. I feel like I was like, that was put, like, I can't. Absolutely, there was times where I got drunk. Don't get me wrong. But I know I can stop after one. Most people can't. So, if there's any Cancers out there that are dealing with alcoholism or need to have an altered state of mind, I think that that's what the universe wants to eclipse out for you. I know. You want to know what a lot of people say? When you'll know your friends when you get sober. Well, I can't even stand to be in a bar because of all the negative energies that are in that place. Oh, I go in, and don't get me wrong, I'll go in DD for somebody, and I have, so that they don't get in trouble. But I watch the evil. And people do things under the influence that they wouldn't normally do sober. So that's kind of my message for Cancer. That if you've been dealing with things that you want cleansed and cleared, I think it can be an instant healing, just like that. If you lay it on the table and find out where that hurt is, that's deep inside your core, and ask spirit to come in and clean and wash that away. See, I look at all the elements. This rain that we've been having for going on 5 days straight, flooding all around my town. My town is evil. And it's a small town. Well, it's a small city. But it's toxic. That's why I feel like I have to get out of there. Because it's down to even the government structures. And everybody knows I'm right in my town. There's something very, very wrong with my city. Either way, Cancer. You want to know what I feel like? You guys are extremely intuitive. You guys shut off your God consciousness. Some of you have not, obviously, if you're on this, you're looking for something. You're looking for something real. Well, you want to see a miracle? Put something that you feel. This is what I think that you need to do. Put something that you feel is impossible right out there during this eclipse that you want to get rid of. And watch how every day that goes by, you're going to want that in your life less and less and less and less till it's gone. You don't even think about it no more. Almost like, even if it's a behavior or a personality disorder, miracles happen every day. So, that's what I got for Cancer. Leo, my fellow fire sign. Leo, let's have a talk. What is your beef with Aries, dude? Because I know we got beef. There's big time beef. It's like a clash against the egos between us two. I have friends who are Leos that I love. Absolutely would do anything for. And then there's some Leos who don't know who they are. And they get, if they're in narcissism, which Leo's like the number one sign for narcissists. So guess what, Leo? I get it. You like to be center stage and you like to be first, even though you're not. Aries is. Sorry, you cannot dethrone us. You never will. Unless we are taken out, and guess what? If we get taken out, the rest will get taken out just like dominoes, and you will fall. You will fall. Humanity, as we know it, will fall. So I suggest that you start working with us instead of against us. This isn't about what zodiac sign's better. Because we all have our good traits and we all have our shitty traits. Leo. I know one thing. Leos are extremely powerful when they're walking in integrity. Did you hear me? You're powerful when you're walking in integrity. This is what I feel like you need to put on the sacrificial table, Leo. You're not independent of anybody else. Yeah, I know you like to think you are, but you're not. Yes, I know you think because your sign is the sun and it's a beautiful card and it's the best card in the deck. Absolutely. You know, some Leos are, honestly, Leos who are integrity are awesome. Like, I love being around Leos that are integrity. But when Leos are trying to get ahead and don't give a shit who they take out. Pride goeth before a fall. Remember that. I think right now, the sacrificial table for Leo, throw your pride out there. You need to humble yourself. Or guess who's going to humble you? In your own season. You'll be humbled. That's the warning. And as a fellow fire sign, I want to see you walk in integrity. But come on, man. You got to work with us. You're not independent. I know a lot of Leo women are so powerful and humble. And then there's some who are not. There's some who don't give a rip who they take out to get to the top. Well, you will be humbled. So I suggest during this blood full moon, if you did somebody dirty, and I know many Leos have, to get to the top because they need to be the center of attention, I suggest you humble yourself. And I don't have a problem really with any Leos. This is what I'm getting intuitively. This stuff needs to change. And you need to start collectively. We need to collectively come and gel together and work together. And prop each other up. Oh, you probably think, oh, well, if Aries gets taken out, guess what? We're the first fire sign. No, the rest is going to fall like dominoes. Because without the head, the body is nothing. You get that? You're the second fire sign. Right in the middle. Guess what? There's going to be one more eclipse in Leo. I don't think you want Spirit to be the one to humble you. I suggest if you've done something to somebody, you need to own up to it. Or it's going to come out and you will be humbled by Spirit himself or her. You will be humbled one way or another. My daddy's a Leo. I love Leos. You know, I do. But I see a lot of pride. And it's okay to be proud of your accomplishments. I'm not saying that, but when you have to take other people out to get to the top, or you're gossiping, or you're lying, Spirit don't like that. And you will be humbled, and it's going to happen. Right now, Cancer's ready to they're kind of like in the midst of all this cleansing. Like they brought all these triggers to the forefront in Cancer season. That was our first eclipse. Now we're in Leo season. We're going to have two. This is the first. And Mercury's going retrograde. So, that's what I feel. Leo, I love you guys. I really do. Please, integrity. It's crucial at this point. If you're too prideful to say, I have a problem in this area or I have a problem in that area, it's not going to go down well. Spirit will humble you. And it will be humiliating, to say the least. All right, next sign, Virgo. Hi, Virgo. How's my Virgos? I don't even know what to say to you people. Because you're probably going to pick apart everything I say. And then you're going to overanalyze it. And, okay. You need Virgo? Kind of in the same boat as Leo. Oh, but instead of the card for Virgo is the Hermit. Virgos are very good at illuminating things. The light's being held. He holds his lamp out like that, though, because he's like illuminating things in other people, pointing a finger. Guess what? When you point one finger at somebody else, you got 3 more pointing back at you. Remember that. You need to stop judging people. You're also a mutable sign. So your words contain a lot of power. So when you sit there and say, oh, I think this or I think that or this, and then it happens and you're like, see, I knew it was going to happen. See, I'm always right. It's because you spoke it out without thinking. And I'm sorry if this sounds harsh to some of you. I'm just telling you what I feel like we're getting closer. We're in the shadow period of cleansing and getting this stuff on the table. Virgo, I understand. You look at things from every side of the coin. And you scrutinize everything. And pick it apart. Until it can't be picked apart anymore. And you worry. And you don't trust. Nor do you have faith. Many times. My Virgos. Look. You guys got this. However, you need to become more like your opposite sign. And have faith like Pisces does. Pisces is your opposite sign. Guess what they are? They're the omega of the whole zodiac. You're smack in the middle, right next to Libra. Virgo, instead of always analyzing everything and picking it apart and scrutinizing, you know what? You got great qualities when it comes to organization and, things where other zodiac signs lack. However, I think a lot like Leo, you got a lot of judgment going on. And that right there is what I think needs transformed. Your faith in, you feel like you have to do everything yourself or it ain't going to get done right. You're all about, you don't trust other people to make their own choices and own good decisions. So what you do is you sit there and pick them apart and judge. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Guess what? That's what you need to put on the sacrificial table. Libra, you're next. My rising sign. You need to start. I understand. Like, you're sort of like Virgo a little bit where can't make okay. Virgos will make quick decisions and they'll make quick judgments. Libra, on the other hand, won't. They're indecisive as all get out. Let your yes be yes and your no be no, for Pete's sakes. Absolutely. You should look at things from every side of the coin. But sometimes, when you know things are right, when you know, and you still are inactive and you just sit there in your own little cute self and your own little Libra self, and you won't make a decision because what does it matter? Like, I really think, honestly, a lot of Libras don't think that their opinions matter. And they do. We need the scale. That's why justice and fairness has pretty much left the planet, because Libras put their heads in the sand and won't speak up. What do we see in our courtrooms? The sign of Libra, fairness and justice, which shall prevail. It's the opposite sign of Aries. Funny, it's my rising sign. Very interesting. I know a lot of Libras. Actually, I'm hanging out with a Libra. And I think it's a spiritual thing of why. My exact opposite. My exact opposite of my Aries. But I realized, I used to be like, oh, I'm an Aries. I didn't realize how the genetic makeup of your natal chart is so complex. Like, people could be like, oh, I'm a Leo, I'm a Virgo. No, there's so much more to you. Your rising sign plays a lot into your character of what you believe and who you are. Speaking of Libra. Well, I'm going to end this video. Stop being indecisive. Start making good choices and good decisions. When you know what you're supposed to freaking do it. That's what you need to put on the sacrificial table. Okay? We got this?
Got it.
You do? That's on the sacrificial table. Stop being indecisive. And it's a core element of all Libras are like this. However, when my Aries kicks in, it's all over from there. My shadow side is actually in Capricorn. Libra balances that out for me, because it's smack in the middle of my chart. But either way, my chart's extremely complex, but in a good way. It made me who I am. So that's that's the message I'm getting for you right now, Libra. There's other things that I have got that I just decided when I brought him down here to the emergency room, I wanted to do a quick video. And I know it sounds like a bitch session to all of you. But you want to know what? Start standing up for yourself and stand in your power. However, do not judge, lest ye be judged. Hence karma. Got it? All right. I got through Libra. Guess who's next? Oh, yeah. I got a bone to pick with Scorpio. That shall be next. But right now I gotta drive. So I'm gonna let you go. You guys have a nice night. I'll do Scorpio and the rest of y'all as soon as I get back. Bye.